Joining me now is the co-host of the Late Debate, James Macpherson. James, let's start with the Trade Minister, Don Farrell, visiting China. He landed late this afternoon, and there is talk that it could see the end of the Chinese trade bans. And Don Farrell saying that he'll also raise other important issues that are crucial to Australians. Let's hope he means the incarceration of Cheng Lei, who has been in a Chinese prison now for 1,000 days.
Yeah, well, look, I'm all in favour of dialogue with China, Rita, as long as Don Farrell goes in with eyes wide open. The Chinese Communist Party are a great trading partner, but they're not our friends. Number one, they're on a war footing, currently putting together the most lethal navy the world's ever seen. And number two, we know from experience that the Chinese don't give anything without getting something back. So as much as trade sanctions have hurt Australian producers terribly over the last 3, 4, 5 years, the benefit has been that our traders have had to seek alternate markets. It would be a tragedy if the Labor government sold the farm for a few pieces of silver and made us once again hostage to the Chinese Communist Party when it comes to trade. As for human rights, I'm not sure that a former unionist, now South Australian senator, is the person we want to be putting our trust in to negotiate human rights issues with Xi Jinping. I hope Penny Wong has got that underway rather than relying on Don Farrell for a breakthrough there.
Well, let's just hope he also puts some pressure, because we know Penny Wong has already advocated on behalf of Cheng Lei, and this is just too important for anyone from Australia visiting not to raise. Now, I played some clips from Donald Trump earlier at the CNN town hall. James, I reckon some of those CNN staff members are going to need counselling after today, because the backlash has been enormous. The left is in full-blown meltdown. Trump would be very happy with what happened today.
Absolutely. Mind you, CNN wouldn't be entirely upset because their ratings have been terrible since Trump's presidency finished. So they'd be glad to have him back on the network. But the fact is, Trump took on CNN on their turf, on their terms, and he won. He was funny, he was energetic, and he was in complete control. And it wasn't just what Donald Trump said. It was the contrast between Trump and Joe Biden, who very rarely gives interviews. And when he does, he's funny, but not intentionally so. He's certainly not energetic. He comes across as dazed and confused. And by contrast, while Trump was fully in control during that town hall interview, we know that Biden goes into interviews when he has them with little cheat notes advising not just which reporters he should ask questions from, but what they're going to ask him in advance. So this was a big win for Donald Trump.